When you're doing a flip, a major flip, and you're adding, and again, you're adding square footages, or you're changing the kitchen from one place to another, it's imperative that you get plans and that you take that to code enforcement and you get those approved. Here's what happens if you don't. If code is happening drive by your property and they see construction out, well, what they'll do is they'll get out and they'll start asking questions. And they'll find out what you're doing, because that's what they do. And if they see that you're a violation, they'll put a stop work order on your property, and you won't be able to do any work there until you get the proper permits and codes to do the work on the facility. So in the past, again, I've made the mistake, hey, I want to save a little bit of money, or I wanted to save time, because again, one of the things about permitting is it adds to the time that it takes to get the deal done. Well, if we did the due diligence and we knew that on the front end, then we would put that time constraint in there, so we would allow them to do what they need to do. My experience has been locally, if you get a good relationship with them and you do the right thing, they're usually really gracious and help you out. Get to know code enforcement, find out, can you do this without getting a permit? Most of the time the answer is no if it's a major rehab or if you're replacing something. And just do the right thing, because you don't want you don't want to not do the right thing, right? And then for it to hurt you when you try to sell a property, because they do ask that on disclosures. Was this properly permitted? Yes or no? Well, what are you going to do there if it wasn't and you did add square footage? So code enforcement can be your friend if you make them your friend. Don't get sideways with them. I did, and it was not a good experience for me. Also, right, if you do that once, there's a big target on you. They'll watch what you're doing. Years ago, I was in another market, and I was on social media. This is back in 2009, 2010, and I posted, hey, I'm flipping this house. We just changed out the water heater. Well, guess who saw that? Somebody in code enforcement saw this guy posting his water heater replacement on Facebook. And so who got a call about, hey, you need a permit for that? This idiot. So again, do the right thing every time. You'll never have to worry if you do the right thing every time. That's my rant on code enforcement. I'm Mike Stansberry. We'll go with part 2. How to get the government to do the right thing is the next video. It's gonna be a long one.